everybody, welcome to this video. Today I'm actually starting this video for books in my office because we're going to use a real spinner on my computer, which I'll flick to in a moment. We're going to head to Big W and do some book shopping, and I do have my glasses on so I can read the screen. We have a spinning wheel for our shopping today because what we're going to do, instead of just randomly going to the bookshop, buying whatever we desire, we're going to put a bit of a challenge onto the shopping, and we're going to start with Big W and we'll do QBD and stuff another time. So we have like a bunch of prompts, and we're gonna spin the wheel 6 times because yeah, we'll just limit ourselves to 6, and they're the prompts that we're going to try and get book purchases on. So yeah, it's gonna be a challenge for a start, number 1, and number 2 is gonna be interesting shopping in this style. I came across this idea from some other YouTubers, so I thought I would take the idea on board and yeah, have a bit of a challenge and extra fun when shopping. So I'll show you the prompts that I've come up with. So I have Last One Left on the Shelf, so a lonely book that is left all alone. A special edition or sprayed edge book, which you all know that I tend to go for. An animal on the cover, whether it's a fantasy one or a real animal. People on the cover can be cartoon or realistic. A book that is a show or a movie, it can be a recent one or an oldie. I've also got on there treat yourself to a bookish item, a colouring book, display item, annotation tools, stickers, a bookish theme, whatever. If I do spin that one, then I'll do another spin as well for 6 book actual prompts. A great first sentence, a popular YouTube reads, that one that I've seen on YouTube 50 million times. A sword on cover, a book on cover, give an author another chance, or a new author is the next one. A genre I don't usually go for, so something like general fiction or historical fiction or sci-fi, which is just a very new genre for me, or YA or something like that. The main two are probably historical fiction and general fiction. Horror would be probably another one as well. A new release, there's a bunch of them as always. A book that's on sale, so like if there's a sale and happening in store, one that has a sale tag, and a favorite color. My favorite color is purple, in case you guys don't know. So they're all in our wheel, and we're going to spin 6 prompts, and I'll jot them all down for when we go, and then I'll get what footage I can when I'm at the shop, and then obviously do a haul when we come home as well. As I said, if I do get the treat yourself to bookish item one, then I'll add another prompt on. So let's random and shuffle it a few times, and then we'll do our draws. Okay, let's see what our 6 prompts are for book shopping in Big W. And I'm doing them all at home too because it's just easier. It's going to be enough to do with the actual shopping. So our first one is a new release. That is fine. We're going to remove that one. There's probably plenty of new releases. Can't think off the top of my head right now, but that's number 1. Number 2 is going to be an animal cover, so either a fantasy animal such as like a dragon or wolf, or like a mystical sort of fantasy one, or a real one like a dog or a cat or a bird or whatever. That's always a fun prompt to do. Number 3 prompts. A special edition or Sprage Ed book. Big W has heaps of those usually, so that'll be a fun one. I didn't remove the other one either. I'll do that in a moment. Oh, actually I did. Yeah, I did actually. I thought that one wasn't going to happen. Okay, our next prompt, I think this is number 4. Yeah. Is... oh, this one's going to be a challenge. And now to comfort, a genre I don't usually go for. Okay, that'll be interesting. I'm pretty sure this is number 5, so we've got this one and another one. A popular YouTube book, so one that I always see in wrap-up videos of people, or TBR videos, that kind of thing. So yeah, that would be fun. Just checking the list. Yeah. And this is the last one, I think. So our last prompt is going to be a book on the cover, which is always a fun prompt. Sure, that was 6. I will just check, obviously, as I write them down in a moment. But let's head to Big W and try and find some books on those prompts. I will get what footage I can while I'm there, and then obviously do a haul when we get home. I will also get changed as well, because I'm currently in just comfy home clothes. So I'll see you all in Big W in a moment. Hey guys, and welcome to the whole part of my little prompt shopping adventure at Big W. It was very interesting shopping by prompt instead of just having a free range of everything. So yeah, we're gonna just run through what I got for each prompt. Some of them do overlap into a few. Yeah, but it was definitely a challenge, of course, but it was a different kind of fun as well. So the first one was for new release. For that one, I got Shadow Reaper by Lynette Noni. This is the gorgeous special edition one that I found. It was really cheap in Big W too. I love the sparkly stars on the actual sprayed edge. It's so cool. Yeah, it's just red inside with a plain black cover. But yeah, the sparkly stars are just awesome in person. So yeah, I've heard lots about this upcoming release. I've heard good reviews about it as well from fellow booktubers. And yeah, it'll be going straight onto my TBR, I reckon. And hopefully very soon we can get it read. So that was for new release. And then our next prompt was an animal on cover. Obviously a lot of fantasy books had like birds and dragons and snakes and stuff like that on the cover. A few romances had like dogs on the cover. Yeah, but I actually chose a murder mystery book called A Case of Mice and Murder by Solly Smith. This one has a mouse down there in his little hole house. There's also one on the spine and the back as well. So yeah, I just decided to get that one because none of the fantasy ones were ones that I really wanted to get, or romance. So yeah. Next prompt was special edition sprayed edge. So obviously the first book met that criteria as well. But we also have this next one, which is called The Rain Shadow Orphans by Naomi Ishiguro. This has sprayed edges as well, gorgeous ones. And it just sounded really interesting. It's a anime inspired fantasy with dragons and sun spirits, hackers, high tech, and bubble tea, it says. It's the same makers as Pokemon and Gilby, I think is how you pronounce it. So yeah, same sort of creators as that with the story of it. So it just sounded really interesting as well, and it meets the sprayed edges. It's also obviously got animals on it because there's birds on the front, there's a cat down here on the bottom, and also obviously on the sprayed edge as well. So it ties into a few options. So yeah, I was curious and interested in that, so we grabbed that. A genre that we don't usually read. So the genres I usually read and go for are fantasy, mystery, and romance are my main three. So historical fiction and general fiction I don't really go for. And I grabbed this one called The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This actually matches sprayed edges and animals as well. I've heard lots about this, and I do know that it's becoming a movie and everything as well. This is a 10th anniversary edition. It's just really, really gorgeous. So obviously you got your bird as well, even on the sprayed edge, and it's got like Paris inside and everything. So yeah, it's a genre that I don't usually go for. It's gorgeous blue colour as well. Yeah, so I got it in this one because I'm always a sucker for sprayed edges and special editions. So yeah, it kind of makes me read comfort zone things a bit more, maybe. But yeah, you'll have to encourage me to read this one. It's definitely a genre that I don't usually go for. I also grabbed another one. It's a general fiction one. It's also linked into the next prompt too, which is a popular YouTube book. And that one is The Correspondent. A lot of YouTubers are reading this at the moment. It's just like a bunch of letters and a story put together with a bunch of letters. And it's general fiction, of course. So it's a genre that I don't usually go for either. And yeah, it's one book that's popular on YouTube as well. The Nightingale is pretty popular as well. So yeah, a few tied-in prompts. I also grabbed this one here, Starside, which is also a popular YouTube book as well. By Alex Ashter. I have heard good things about this one. I wasn't gonna pick it up, but because I've kind of given the author a couple of chances before, I wasn't really a Lark fan, and her romance was just average as well. But I've heard this one is a lot better, so hopefully that is the case. Gorgeous cover too, with the foiling of the silver and the white and grey and stuff. And then the other prompt, the last prompt, was a book on the cover. In the footage you would have seen some general fictions, romances and like classics and stuff with books on the cover. The one I chose though was this fantasy one called The Unmagical Life of Briar Jones. So it's like holding a book which is like glowing, kind of gives Harry Potter vibes, I guess. Yeah, and it just sounded really, really interesting on the back as well. It's like school based, like academic based, but it's about like that older age kind of group, and obviously magic. So yeah, that is the one that I got for the last prompt. So yeah, a good selection there of stuff. Let's try and grab it up. There I have it. So yeah, some of those will go straight onto my cart, others will just go into my TBR shelves. And then I can fit them on the cart. But yeah, those were our 6 shopping prompts. Stay tuned for future videos of me doing the same thing in QBD and stuff like that as well. Yeah, I just thought it was a fun way to shop and a challenging way as well to sort of focus on those sort of areas. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. Please subscribe if you love books and you want to see more book related videos, and I'll chat very, very soon. Bye.